Welcome to the Sussex Football Show with me, Dean Kilford, and powered by your instant replay. Lewes are riding high following their Derby Day win at Worthing last weekend. Wingate and Finchley the visitors to the dripping pan. Lewes carry is normally reliable for the Rooks, but won't want to see this one again, as Almet Rifat's header squirmed under his body to put Wingate ahead. Lewes were in control of the game without creating too many chances. Lawson firing just over at the start of the second half. Just before the hour mark, things got worse for the hosts. Frankie Chappell blocked the initial shot. As the ball was squared back for Williams, Chappell got his body in the way again, this time deflecting it into his own net. Just 90 seconds later, Chappell made amends, getting in the right place to turn in Day's cross. Lewes were on top, the woodwork denying Pagham an equaliser. But they would have the chance to level things from the penalty spot moments later. Luke Blueden brought down in the box. Up steps substitute Jonty Smith to score his 12th of the season. With 10 minutes to go, Darren Freeman brought on Callum Overton in search of the winner. It turned out to be an inspired move, as just 2 minutes later, Overton was in the right place at the right time to score his second in successive games, both from the bench. Carey then made amends for his earlier gaffe in stoppage time, as reacted quickly to block the rebound. And as time was ticking, it was Overton who would be sure of making the headlines. Hammond won the ball back deep in Wingate territory and fed the ball to the forward, who took a touch before picking his spot and sealing all 3 points. Lewes scored 4 in back-to-back games and remained third in the Bostik Premier League. Worthing welcomed Dorking Wanderers, looking to bounce back from their 4-3 defeat to Lewes at the weekend. And they started brightly, Ricky Aguirre narrowly wide with a curling effort. Another defensive error saw Clark give possession away. Ralph came out but couldn't get enough on his block. Pryor set up Sol for the easy tap-in. Worthing have been good at set pieces this season and scored from yet another corner. Callum Keeley throwing his leg at the ball to divert it in. Dorking Wanderers came out with renewed purpose after the restart, McShane stinging the keeper's hands from 30 yards. "20 minutes into the second half, Dorking were awarded a penalty, much to the disbelief of Will Miles after coming together in the box. Lewis Taylor stepped up to send the keeper the wrong way. And 5 minutes later it was 3-1, and one Aaron Ralph won't want to see again. McManus shot going through the keeper's hands. And as Worthing pressed for a consolation, they were picked off by a fine solo goal. Substitute Reece Hall picking the ball up on the left. He was allowed to drive at goal and he picked his spot. Dorking Wanderers seal a 4-1 victory. Worthing lose their 6th home league game of the season. Worthing travelled to Leatherhead after a week to forget. 2 defeats and 8 goals conceded, although they did win 1-0 here back in the Velocity Trophy in September. And they got off to a great start on 22 minutes. Perntrail with the quick thinking to release the returning Isaac Newton. The forward letting the ball do the work before walking in the opening goal. Alex Parsons recovered brilliantly to slide in on Akaji as Leatherhead looked to respond. And a moment to look away now as youngster Jasper Pattenden suffered a nasty clash of heads with Will Salmon, the fullback getting a yellow. After a 50-minute delay, play resumed and Worthing should have doubled their lead, Keeley wanting too much time and his effort was deflected wide. From the resulting corner, Keeley then had his effort cleared off the line and had the feeling this wasn't going to be Worthing's day. A free kick from Sardina was parried by Perntrail, but straight into the path of Ulatard, who levelled things 10 minutes into the second half. Things went from bad to worse as Parsons was booked for this rash challenge, a second yellow, and Worthing were down to 10 men. Sardina then rattled the crossbar as he looked to catch the keeper out. Worthing breathed a sigh of relief. And despite playing a man light, they fashioned the chance to put themselves in front. Debutants Kerwin and Barker played together, and it was Barker who was bundled over. Worthing had a penalty. Keeley stepped up, but saw his efforts saved. And Worthing were made to pay for that miss when Akaji pulled off his man, and although he lost his footing, recovered to fire a shot into the corner, the turnaround complete. Worthing couldn't find a way through, 3 defeats on the spin, and they'll look back at this as one that got away. It was the County Cup semi-final. Crawley Wasps were looking to make it their 4th final in a row. Stunning in their way were National League Southern Premier League leaders Chichester City. The Wasps were unbeaten in their previous 19 league and cup games and made a bright start, Webber shooting wide from a promising position. But it was the visitors who took the lead. Crawley failed to clear the corner. Taylor's shot took an important deflection to help wrong foot the keeper. It took until the 71st minute for Crawley to restore parity. Cole's free kick hitting the post and rebounding nicely into the path of Young, who headed into the empty net. The momentum was with the home team, but all that changed 8 minutes from time. A seemingly innocuous challenge in the box resulted in a Chichester City penalty. Just Lurie coolly converted from 12 yards to condemn Crawley Wasps to their first defeat of the season and seal a place in the County Cup final, where they'll look to regain the trophy they last won back in 2014. Shoreham have picked up in recent weeks and kept a clean sheet in their previous 2 games. Draw specialists and high-scoring Pagham were the visitors to Middle Road. It was Pagham who came closest to opening the scoring. Scott Murfin's delivery headed agonisingly across the face of goal. Good perseverance presented Ross Myers with a run on goal, but the midfielder couldn't find the target under pressure. Perhaps the best chance of the game came about in fortuitous circumstances. The ball fell invitingly off the knee of the Pagham defender, but just too much on the header. James Broadbent had to be alert as a through ball dissected the Shoreham defence. The keeper out quickly to smother the ball. Some rather calamitous defending saw a chance break for Pagham substitute Alvie Davidson. His effort though didn't have enough curl to find the net. There was still time for Shoreham to win it late on. The ball broke to the back post and the striker snatched at his effort and blazed over the bar. So Shoreham keep a 3rd successive clean sheet. Pagham draw a league-high 11th of the season. Thank you for watching the Sussex Football Show. I've been Dean Kilford and we'll be back next week with all the best of Sussex football, powered by your instant replay.